Afternoon, welcome to Grandad's Art Space with me, Terry. First thing, I must apologise if the camera isn't right or the background's all fuzzy or whatever. Dog knocked my pad out of my hand the other night and shattered the glass. I think it's gone across the camera lens, I'm not sure. So it'll just have to be what it is at the moment because I can't afford a new one. So these things happen. Right, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to Karen. Received them. Very nice. I've had a look at these British Airborne, Second World War British Airborne, and they're nice figures. They really are nice figures. So I'm looking forward to doing them at some point. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 12 figures, because I've got 2 sprues. So that'll be enough for a small little detachment. And I've been wondering what to do with, wondering what to do with these that I received some time ago. So now I can make up some waffen, and they can have a bit of a battle maybe with these paras. I really like these. They're superb sculpts. Everything looks clean. I can't see any really bad mould lines on them. Yeah, okay, you're going to get mould lines, they're plastic. But it's whether you get sort of like little bits or massive great chunks. And these ones, no, they look quite clean. Quick scrape and they're going to be fit to put together. There's lots of bits and pieces. The one thing I'm not sure about, and maybe somebody can tell me, is because there's only 2 sprues here. Maybe it's on another sprue, but you've got a head. Oh no, my mistake. It isn't. It's a head with a bandage wound. I thought it was a head with a headset on, a radio headset. No, because I thought it was. I was going to say, I've got the guy with the headset with his head, but I've got no radio. So obviously, looking at it properly now, I could see it a bit better because sometimes I can't see properly. Just my eyesight. Now I've got it under strong light. I can see it's not a headset. It's not a radio headset at all. It's a bandage around his head. I think the other one's the same. Yeah, the other one's the same. So you can have two guys that are injured. So that's good. That's interesting. Something else somebody might be able to tell me about, because I don't know anything about these guys. Those are the red berets that they use. Does anybody know, or can anybody tell me what these ones are? They're the red ones. Are these red ones as well, or are these slightly different? Not sure, because if you've got one line of red berets, why would you need 2 lines? You've got the helmets, which was a nice touch. So these ones are slightly, those 1 berets are slightly different to the others, whereas the other ones are pushed over on the side. These ones are sort of like slapped on their head on the top, so that's why I'm wondering if it's something, a different type of paratrooper. I'm not sure. If anybody knows, just drop it in the comments for me. There's lots of bits and pieces on here. Rifles, submachine guns, a Piat, a Bren. So yeah, looking forward to making these. Thank you, Karen. Very nice of you to put those up for a winning. Now then, while I was looking at those, I've sort of like just, I'm not fed up. Got me down a bit when the dog sort of like knocked this out of my hand. But I seem to have come to a little bit of an impasse with the Napoleonics. They're getting there, but a little bit at a time. The painting rate slowed down a bit. So I thought, okay, well, I'll have a go at something different. I thought, I've got this Africa Core box, which was sent me Christmas time, I think it was. That one. I thought, well, I've got the British Bren carrier. Let's have a go at the tank. Now, I'm not up on tanks. What was it? Hold on a minute. It was a Panzer III medium. So I thought, it's a war games piece. It's not going to be complicated to put together, surely. How wrong was I? This thing's almost verging on a model kit rather than a war games piece. If you're trying to build up a war games army and you've got sort of like a dozen of these things to put together, it's been an absolute nightmare. I've got at the base with the track assembly on. 3 times I had to rebuild that track assembly. It wouldn't go on. And I'm looking at the instructions thinking, why won't it go on? I've got the right bits, the right numbers, why won't it go on? It's going in the right way. Till I actually looked at it properly underneath a strong light and realised that the piece in the middle, whereas these wheels, these road wheels, they haven't got the groove in the middle. So I'm thinking, oh, all right, the groove's got the track piece has got to go at the back of it. No, it's got to go in the middle of it, which is sort of like made it hard work to glue together. But eventually got that together. It's not the best, but it's together. That took me, you ready with this? That took me 4 hours to put together. All that tail assembly in there with the exhaust pipes, you know, are those little bits there on the end are really necessary? It's a war games piece, not a model kit. And you sort of like, you're trying to get these little bits, and there are little bits in there. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. But all I know is they look like toe niches or something. Really? I thought that was bad enough until I come to the top assembly. Now, same again. You've got little road lamps to stick on for war games piece. Most people just want to put the basic thing together and play with it, not make a model kit out of it. And you've got this whatever this thing is on this side. I lost them, I don't know how many times, just dropped them out my fingers, trying to put them in. It's just, oh dear, I want to throw the thing up the wall. Then you've got something on the side which you have to stick on, and then this thing that you've got to drill in holes for the right period, not right period, for the right tank, for the right sort of theatre. Just that was a bit easier than the tracks. But this was just a total nightmare. Absolute nightmare. This is supposed to go up and down. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I've had to glue it all together just to try and get it to hold on. Just again, stupid little fiddly bits down here. Is that necessary? What is that? Is that to hold an aerial? Is it really necessary? But the gun piece, whatever it's called, don't ask me what it's called, I don't know. I could not get that thing together properly. You got a little machine gun in there. Now, once you've stuck the machine gun in, you got to whittle this plate on the outside, because otherwise you can't get the machine gun in because it's too short. It won't. You literally can't. It'll just rattle around inside. I tried it. So you got to put the machine gun in first. Then you got to mess about with this plate, trying to get it over the machine gun, to try and get it over that mantelpiece there for the gun. No. In the end, the machine gun went. That went. I gave up with that. Nobody's going to see it down that stupid little hole anyway. And I messed this piece up so much that in the end I just had to glue it. I had to take it together 3 times, take it apart 3 times. But in the end I just glued it in position. I just got so fed up with it. So I'm glad I didn't do the other later variant with all the sheets, whatever they're called, the armour plating on the outside, with all the stupid little fiddly bits of plastic, the little legs that stick out. No, I don't class this as a fully war-game piece. This is just on the verge, of a model kit. Now, come to put it together. Do you think it'd go together? Case it up. No, it doesn't go together. You got a whacking great gap at the front that you've got to mess about with to try and. I've had to cut in and cut round and file off to try and get it to fit. Possibly because I built the tracks wrong, more than likely. But will I be building another one? No, definitely not. Did I enjoy doing this? Nope, not at all. So, Warlord, for anybody who's starting out in bolt action and they've got to put these kits together and they don't know what they're doing, first, your instructions stink. They really do. You've got these vague arrows going somewhere. Yes, you've got enough information on the different models, but assembly, you lack big time on assembly. And if I was to be coming into thinking of taking bolt action up, this would put me off, seriously. Knowing that I'd got to build other tanks, this would put me off. I'm only building these really because they were given me, but otherwise I wouldn't be bothering. I looked at this and just thought, Gav, I understand your problem. I really do. When building these things, better man than me, mate. You're persevering and carrying on. I won't be building any more of these darn things. Forget it. Tanks are out for me. No chance. I'll build them in, but I ain't putting together any more tanks. No way. They're just horrible, nasty things. You might as well just go and buy yourself a proper model kit at the end of the day, because these are very, very close to it. The only thing that you could say wasn't, you didn't have to mess with, was all the running gear. All that was moulded on, apart from plate on the front of that. Maybe it's just me. Probably is. Other people probably love them. But me, first and last tank I ever built. So, oh, and then you got these little things like this little machine gun. Got mould lines down there. How are you supposed to get the mould lines off? I scraped that and it's going to fall apart. The actual sprue, that the gate was big enough to sort of like cause me problems. But these things are covered in mould lines. No, not for me. So, sorry Warlord, you lost somebody for bolt action, because I'm not going down that line. The bits I've got, the infantry, yeah, I'll make up the infantry. But the armour, no, sorry. Too complicated. You can see the mess I made with the glue on the back, whatever that is, storage or whatever that is. Just, do you think I could get the stuff to fit? No, it would not go together. Whether it was a bad mould, who knows, but I had a dreadful time putting that turret together. Absolutely dreadful time. Nothing could fit, nothing could go together. I'm not even sure whether I've got it right there. Vile. Absolutely vile. Sorry for the moan, but you know, I do believe that we need to put stuff up like this so other war gamers, painters, constructors can sort of like go, whoa, hold on, he's had a problem with that, what's the problem, let's have a look at it, well before they consider purchasing these things, because there are just so many problems that it takes the enjoyment away, and I hated doing that. It's taken me literally 2 days to build this. 2 days. If you've got sort of like a dozen of these things to build, then to paint, I've still got to stick the thing together and paint it. Probably won't bother. Probably just put it on in the cupboard somewhere and forget about it. I seriously, I don't think I'll bother painting it. I think I'll bother with it. Just throw it in the bin. Disgusted with it. It's vile. Unlike the men, might I say, the men, on the other hand, like these paratroopers, beautiful sculpts. But then, as far as I know, bolt action is for mostly around infantry based tactics and wargaming, not so much the armour. So, yes, these ones look absolutely superb, these paratroopers, and I look forward to building them. But that armour, no, not at all. And that's probably one of the easier ones to build. I'd hate to think what the hard ones are like. Anyway, kept you long enough. Had a good moan. Have a good day. Take care. God bless. Bye.